It's day 25 of the Walk Off the Weight series for women over 50, and I've got a great fit walk for us with no equipment needed. Let's go! All right, killer bees, let's go ahead and get moving and grooving. And you know that means that we're gonna get started with some arm circles with high knees. And if you don't know that, my goodness, are you here brand new on day 25? If you are, I am so impressed and welcome to it. You guys, I'm Paula B. I'm your best middle-aged fitness friend. And around here, we are actually walking off the weight for the last 24 days. And for the next, can I do math? 6? We're doing it the entire month of January, all 31 days. I have a nice moderate workout for us that is designed to help us walk off the weight. You guys, you know I'm excited about this one because I'm excited about all of them, but this one is like one of my particular kinds of favorites. We are kind of taking some exercises that we've been doing all month long that have felt really good. We're starting to feel a little bit more comfortable and confident with them, and then I'm going to make them more difficult, and you're welcome for that. You guys, we are building balance and making muscles today without any kind of equipment at all except your brain and your body. Let's go ahead and do some arm crossers with booty kickers. Today is all about the brain-body connection, and I think we're going to see that you have already made some really great strides. Even in just 25 days, there is a lot to be said for daily balance practice and daily moderation where we can really start to see some of the fruits of our labors. And as you go through this program again and again, which I highly encourage you to do. I mean, I don't know that I've actually explicitly said that to you yet, but here at the end of the month, I know you're already starting to think, okay, I have a couple more pounds to lose. I'd really like to know what to do next. Well, my friends, you keep doing this over and over and over again until you get where you want to go. It never needs to be harder than this. Let's go ahead and Susan, welcome to my homes. Oh, welcome to my home, Blossom. I suspect she needs to go out. And well, I'm not going to rush us through this because the exercise is going to take as long as it takes, but I'm going to be thinking about that the entire time. And I'm sure you know what that feels like. But here's the dealio, even if I'm distracted, we can't be. I've got the handy dandy gym boss here set for intervals of 20 or 30 seconds rather. And we are taking some of our very lovely, commonly used exercises and making them a little bit more difficult, making them a little bit more balancy, a little bit more strengthy. We're going to get started with a split stance forward hinge arm flapper, which is exactly what it sounds like. And you're going to be surprised at how difficult this is. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get into a split stance, and it doesn't matter which foot is forward first because we're going to end up doing an interval on each. And as we're doing our forward hinge arm flappers, we're going to be in this balanced position. Let's go ahead and get moving. So we're doing a forward hinge arm flapper, which means that our hands are doing jumping jacks. Our lower body is doing a split stance deadlift, which means that you are still pushing, I can't even look at you, I'm sorry. You're still pushing your hips back while your hands are flapping and your torso is coming forward. When it beeps, we're going to do this exact same thing on the other side. This is what I expected today to feel like. I know that it's not going to be easy, but it is intended to be fun, and I'm already going to look at what we're doing after this because this I can't look away. Here we are on the other side with this forward hinge arm flapper, and oh my gosh, it is not easier on this side at all. Your core is pulled in, of course, because in this split stance, it is very difficult to find your center of balance. Move at a pace that works for you. That might be even slower than me because honestly, I'm going a little too fast for myself. When it beeps again, we're going to slow it down even more, and we are going to do some nice body weight strength. Overhead deadlifts, hands up overhead with your shoulders completely engaged. We're going to push those hips back, back, back. And then we're going to pull them forward, forward, forward. With your hands up overhead, you'll notice that you can't get over quite as far. Really think about pulling in that core and using your big gluteal muscles to do this work. When it beeps again, we're moving into our second pair of exercises. We've got single-sided toy soldiers. I'm going to start with my left foot on the ground and my right foot doing the kicking. So I have to think about that. And here's the deal, put your other hand down. Otherwise, this is going to be like way too much time with both of your hands up overhead. So go ahead and have your other hand, just for me, it's like right here down on my waist. We're thinking about moving quickly. This is cardio, but it's also a lot of balance. I am tapping my foot every single time. I know you see that. I encourage you to do the same. When it beeps again, we're going to do these single-sided toy soldiers on the other side. Whew, pulling in that core, thinking about your balance, thinking about your core strength, thinking about your heart and lungs. lungs getting some good work here. We're on the other side, and I'm going to tell you that when it beeps again, we're doing kicking Ys. This again is meant to be a strength exercise. So we're moving in, it's essentially triplets because we're doing a left side and a right side on all of our cardio today. And then the third part of our triplet is a strength move. So we're slowing it way down, gonna have our feet about hip width apart, gonna start with our hands at our chest level. Our hands are gonna squeeze open to make a big letter Y. And while we do that, one leg kicks out. Bring your hands back in. Squeeze open and bring that one leg up. You're really thinking about engaging your quadriceps, the fronts of your thighs, as well as the back of your back, your big muscles in the back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. When it beeps again, I'm not gonna be able to talk. We're doing a split stance, punch up, punch out. So we're punching up with both hands. Okay, split stance. I'm gonna have to look forward. Punch up, punch out. Change leader hands. Punch up, punch out. Yep, I got my thinking face on. Punch up, punch out. Oh my gosh, punch up, punch out. If you can't follow along with me, I don't blame you because I can't even follow along with myself. When it beeps again, I'm going to try and do this on the other side, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it on the other side. Oops, that was the same one. Okay, I'm going to put my hands down. I'm going to change my split stance here. Let's try this again. Punch up, punch out. Oh my gosh, punch. I'm not even trying anymore. This is all just messed up. You help yourself to doing whatever works with the punch up, punch out. I have gotten myself in a big pickle here. When it beeps again, we're doing squats. This was actually my reward for getting through the punch up, punch out, which I knew I couldn't do. So full on squats. If you don't want to do squats, just do kicks, any kind of kicks that feels good to you. Like I said, this was my reward to myself. When I designed this, I knew that punch up and punch out was going to be beyond me. When it beeps again, oh my gosh, you guys, we're doing single-sided ding-dongs. So our hands and only one foot are going one direction, and then your hands are going to go the other direction, while your foot, of course, taps down. I'm going to start with my left leg on the ground. It's just easier when I do that. So we're swinging, swinging. Really thinking about this. If you can, not tap your foot down and still keep the cardio motion going. Help yourself. There's almost no way I could do that, so I'm going to go ahead and tap down every time. When it beeps again, of course, we're going to do this on the other side. I suspect that the transition is going to feel pretty weird. What we're going to do, my friends, is go through this circuit 2 times. So anything that felt especially obnoxious this first time through, and here we go on the other side. Swing and tap, swing and tap. It's probably going to feel just as obnoxious the second time through, but you'll have seen everything. When it beeps again, we're doing our strength move, which is IYW and parade rest. It is exactly what it sounds like. That's the letters that we're making with our body. We're going to stand with our feet about hip width apart. Going to have your hands up overhead in the letter I. Then you're going to move your hands out to the letter Y, just like they were in earlier. Then we're going to bring our elbows down into the letter W. Okay, so I, Y, keeping your shoulder blades pulled back, 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 elbows down, and then bring your hands behind your back if you can. You guys, I understand that this is totally shoulder mobility work. If this is too difficult for you, do your best. We're always, always, always doing what we can do to make this a nice, moderate, and doable workout. When it beeps again, we're doing single-sided booty kicker elbow swings. So I'm going to stand with my left foot on the ground, and I'm just going to pretend like I know what this looks like. Booty kicker, booty kicker, booty kicker. Oh my gosh. I knew that this was going to feel especially tough because it's such a small motion. On that standing leg, we're getting lots of hang time on that standing leg. Of course, when it beeps again, we're going to do this exact same thing on the other side. I'm going to tell you right now, my friends, this is the last of our triplets. So we've seen almost everything. So when it beeps, we're going to change our standing leg. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling the burn on this one. Let's do our best to keep this moderate. If that means that you need to actually go back and forth and do regular booty kicker elbow swings, please do. My friends, I am never, ever going to come knocking on your door and telling you that you did something wrong. If you are doing something that feels right for you, then it's right for you. Coming up next, we're doing triangles, just like we do with weights, except we're doing them empty-handed today. I want you to feel how difficult that exercise actually is with or without weights. This is my favorite part. So feet are nice and wide, One hand goes up towards the ceiling, the other one just rolls right down your side. Let your hip jut out. This is not a side bend. This is about both flexibility and strength. And then switching sides. Oh my gosh, my friends. This was one whole circuit. When it beeps again, we're getting into that split stance. And I think I'm gonna face you this time just so I can read the whiteboard. We're doing that split stance, forward hinge, arm flapper. One interval on each side. Here we go. So split stance, really thinking about pushing your hips back, pulling your hips forward, push your hips back, pull your hips forward. I'm going way too fast, so I'm gonna slow it down. Because this balance is tough and I still can't look at you. I'm a little bit offset and I still can't look that way. Thinking about keeping all of your toes pointed forward. We've talked about this before. When you have that back foot in a balanced stance, it totally wants to kick out to the side so that it'll help you balance. Do your best. Here we go, switching sides. Do your best to keep all your toes pointed forward to make this as difficult as you can on yourself. And if that means that you have to put your foot out to the side, that's totally okay. Just be aware of what your body is doing and notice how it does change and in fact help, allegedly, your balance. When it beeps again, we get to do those overhead deadlifts, moving a little bit slower, still having our hands up, still really engaging those big back muscles, doggies, and using our big booty muscles as well. Now, you know I say that nicely, right? I always mean that to be a nice thing. Your gluteal muscles are the largest muscles in your entire body. They're supposed to be big and strong. It's what makes us human, is to have big gluteal muscles that are very strong. It's a compliment, I swear. When it beeps again, we're doing single-sided toy soldiers. I'm gonna stand on my left foot first. Really gonna think about slowing this down, really pulling in my core, squeezing those big back muscles. Go ahead and bring your hands down for a quick second. And then here we go. Oops, other one. There it is. You guys, now I know we've talked about this before, about how when the transitions take a couple of seconds and your brain and your body aren't on the same page. I don't want you to ever feel like the workout is ruined because of that. You see what a difficult time I'm having. We're getting plenty of work. The work isn't how we lose weight. We lose weight because we're eating the right number of calories every day, because we're doing all 5 steps. Here we go on the other side of the 5-0 method. We're not just putting all our eggs in this exercise basket. Exercise is for fun, and exercise is to expand your horizons with your brain-body connection and figuring out how your body works. Coming up next, we're doing those kicking Y's. Your hands are going to make the letter Y by having them out to the side, squeezing those big back muscles while we're kicking. Doggies again. But while we're kicking, we're not just flinging our leg forward. Here's the thing. We're really thinking about engaging all of our muscles. We're really slowing it down, pulling in your core, really squeezing from the tops of your thighs and the back of your shoulder blades here. When it beeps again, I'm going to do everybody's favorite. The split stance, punch up, punch out. And I'm going to tell you now that what we're going to do after the punch up, punch out is squats. And I am just going to be quiet. It'll be weird. But here we go. We're going to be in a split stance. Punch up, punch out. Punch up, punch out. Up, out, up, out, up, out, up, out. Oh my gosh, this is what other fitness trainers feel like. Up, out, up. And other side. I've literally never been this quiet during a workout before. Up, out, out. Coming up next is squats. Out, up, out, up, out, up, out, up, out, up, out, up. Oh, I almost did it. Squats. Okay, that last one I think was the only one that I actually messed up on. Here's what happens when I actually concentrate. You guys, if you don't want to do squats, feel free to do any kind of kick you want, as we have talked about before. When you modify the workout to keep it moderate for you, you are absolutely 100% doing the right thing, my friends. When it beeps again, we're doing single-sided ding-dongs. I'm going to start by standing on my left leg. I'm going to kick that one leg out to the side while your hands are swinging back and forth. So out, and out. That nice big swing. It feels so fun. I really want to get this rocking. I tell you what, we've done some weird ding-dongs the last couple of days. All I want in the world is just to do a regular one. When it beeps again, we're going to do this on the other side. Really thinking about keeping your core pulled in. It's cardio, but we're still thinking about excellent form, making sure that your body is working in a way that it is not going to get injured, not going to be able to, and we're going to be able to, and here we go on the other side. We're going to be able to do something like this workout tomorrow and the day after and the day after, as long as you want to. When it beeps again, we're doing that IYW parade rest. Now you'll notice tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning when you wake up, you'll notice that we did a lot of upper back work. We've done a lot of squeezing, from those big muscles in your upper back. I always notice it when we do body weight work, and it's so funny to me. So here we go with IYW and parade rest. I always think I'm going to feel sore after doing weights, but this kind of body weight strength work that we're doing right here is actually when I notice it, because I'm really, really paying attention in a way that when I have something heavy in my hands, I think I'm maybe paying a little bit more attention to my hands. And I mean, to be fair, we don't do IYW parade rest with weights in our hands. When it beeps again, we're doing those single-sided booty kicker elbow swings. Here we go. I'm standing on my left leg for this first interval, sewing in my hands, feeling the cardio, but really feeling the work. If you need to go back and forth between your feet, please do. My friends, I don't ever want you to think, oh, I have to feel the burn in order to get a good workout. You are getting a fabulous workout when it feels moderate. When it beeps again, of course, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Whew, doggies. And you guys, oh my gosh, we did it again. We made it to our final triplet. Here we go. And yes, I really do have to think in between these transitions, moving from one side to the other. It's endlessly fascinating to me, honestly, as a fitness trainer, to notice how my brain and my body sometimes work together really well, and sometimes they really don't. When it beeps again, we're doing triangles. With an unweighted stance, hopefully you'll notice this work a lot more in your abs and your hips. Then sometimes when we have weights, I notice a lot in that arm. So here we go, a little bit wider than hip width apart, core pulled in, of course. I notice that arm that goes up overhead, that shoulder really feels the work. But right now, you can really focus on the flexibility and on using that whole oblique and hip complex to pull yourself back up, you guys. Whew, doggies. When it beeps again, we're done. You know we're not finished. I have one final thing for us. It is all balance all the time. It is super slow half jacks. I'm going to stand on my left leg first. Half of a jumping jack. And I'm going to see if I can do this without tapping down. This is meant to be balance work. If you want to hold on to a chair, a wall, a something, please help yourself. If you want to tap down, tap down. My friends, this is our finisher. When it beeps, of course, we're going to do this on the other side, but this is it. Just one interval on each side, thinking about pulling in your core, thinking about your heart rate being a little too high for this balance work. It's been all challenge today, and yet, I hope that today still felt nice and moderate. Here we are on the other side, of course. Moderation can be tough when the exercises feel mentally challenging. I mean, if it was as tough for you as it was for me, I know that this workout maybe didn't feel easy or moderate, but hopefully the work itself, like your heart rate, your cardio, your muscles, are gonna feel just right. Mentally, I'm definitely feeling this work. We are better than done. We are finished, my friends. Let's tap this out a little bit and let's do some nice big arm circles. Wow, that was fun, right? It was different. Maybe it'll feel more fun when we're like completely done with the cool down. Sometimes I think I need to be completely finished cooling down before I really am okay with the workout. And of course I do have an extended cool down for you. It's going to be here on screen in just a little bit. I always want to make sure that you end on a good note, feeling really positive and really good about your workout. And sometimes that means that the extended cool down is really the way to go. Let's go ahead and do some arm openers. Ah, my friends, and some arm closers. Give yourself a big hug and a pat on the back. Of course, on the other side of the screen, I am going to have the 5-0 method, what we were talking about, everything you need to know about how to lose weight at 50 and beyond. It is not exercise driven. There are 4 other things that we get to do lovingly for ourselves every single day in order to get where we want to go. My friends, make sure you click that subscribe button before you go, and I'll see you tomorrow.